Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. You know, it's kind of a strange scenario. Today in my video, if y'all remember, didn't talk any much because I was in a real big hurry and I didn't have time. But earlier today when I was doing the video when it was daylight, we didn't see no steam coming up. And that's kind of odd, because you always see it when it's on, when it's open, you see it. Now I'm just wondering if they may have turned it off for a short period of time today. Just, I guess, because, for whatever reason. It is getting dark over there, so it's almost 10 o'clock where I'm at, so where they're at, it's getting dark. But I figured I'd make this video before it did go dark, because there is no videos. There are no videos as of right now, and there is no photos for right now. Now if I went to researching a little bit more, I could probably find some this or that, but we're not interested in none of that. We want to see the dam. We want to see the construction of what's going on, and we want to see the progress. And they're cutting it off, or cutting down, whatever you want to say, as if they may have something they just don't want you to know. Now I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but hey, anything's possible now, isn't it? They're no different than any other corporate entity, are they not? And you can see the sky is pretty in blue. What little bit of sun, which the sun looks kind of high there. Why it looked so dark, I don't know, but that's kind of weird that the sun's so high unless the moon's up that high. Where let's see in the moon. 10 o'clock here, to 3 hours behind. It should be 6 o'clock there. So the sun should be up kind of high, I guess. It should be, I guess, fairly decent, I guess, but the sun's shining on the camera and it's making everything a little darker. Because when it backs out, it looks pretty good, but then the sun is on it a little bit too hard, and you can tell that the sun's over in that area up above, or we'll see it in just a second. You'll see it when it flips again. But it's a little odd that we're not getting the updates that we were getting. Maybe I'm bitching a little bit, maybe, I don't know, but it was nicer. As you can see that the sun is up here right above us here. That's why you're getting that glare, and I guess the glare itself is shining on the light, and it's not the best camera in the whole wide world, so I mean, it works for what they're doing and it does a good job. But you know, it's still just a little odd that we're not getting any updates. And let's go check. And as you can see, this is the were created May the 7th, uploaded on the May 13th. Wow. You see what I'm saying, folks? The photo itself was taken on May 7th. And that's just really uncalled for. By the time we get them, they've done something new that we didn't get to see. We haven't got anything lately except for these meetings, which I have nothing wrong with having some photos of the meeting, but why don't they put that under meetings over here on all these charts? Make one for meetings, and the construction part, the damaged part of the spillway, which is the spillway. Why don't they just put the spillway photos in here where they're working on it, instead of all this other crap that they've been uploading the crap of lately? See, they keep uploading that. Now, before they were giving us a lot of photos. See, now we're down to where they were giving us nothing but updates and photos and then a couple of pictures. But at the beginning, man, they were keeping us up to date with the photos, but not anymore. And these photos, this particular one was taken on March 16th, and they uploaded on March 17th. You see my point? I mean, it's just not right. I'm sorry, it just ain't right. They ain't updated nothing since yesterday. Is basically what they're saying here. I might have told you wrong on this picture. I did. Those photos were taken on May 12th and uploaded on May 12th. So we ain't had a photo since May 12th. That's 2 days ago. We had a photo, we ain't had a video, we ain't had nothing. You see my point? This is what I'm talking about. It's something to bitch about. I'm sorry. Now over here on DWR's YouTube channel, which you see California DWR, over here there is no updates. They put two in one day and one the next, and this one hardly showed anything, and this one showed just a little more. And then they put up a meeting 2 days ago. That's when we got our last photos as well. Yeah, they taking the weekends off. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Well, what about the other 5 days a week? This is all we got last week. Up till there. That was a week ago. So, you know, and these is a whole bunch of videos explaining after they did this one, and that one's 2 weeks old, and this one is 2 weeks old. We've done nothing new since these two and these two. Well, on this one, we've had 5 in the last 2 weeks. We were getting one a week almost. I mean, a week, one every about 3 days. Now that the mainstream affection ain't as good for them anymore, they're stopping, or they were told to stop. Because when you do a search for Oroville Dam spillway or just the Oroville Dam, it doesn't matter. You can do a search, and pretty much this is all you're gonna get. And it's just crazy. And if you search this one, then you get a few videos come out. But hey, I mean, really? And nobody uses the search. Not really. But this is 180,000 search results. People are still talking about it. Still, people are still looking for it. So why aren't they giving out information? And where's all the people that were going? Now I know he was out of town. That ain't the only person I'm talking about. There's other people that live over there. Why isn't anybody trying to get their way over there so they can do some videoing?